Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Theta Emerald Nuzlocke. I am Atyrum, and where we left off last time, we were just leaving Lily Cove because we just finished up our takedown of Team Aqua, and today we are heading out to Moss Deep. Before we get there, we do have a catch now that we're on Route 124 here, which is a new route, and that catch is not going to be a Lomomola because we already have caught one of those. So we have 2 more chances to possibly catch something that we can actually catch. And if not, then we'll just have to not catch a Pokemon for this route, although there are plenty of other water routes, and we already do have a good water type, so I don't know if there's really going to be anything that we're going to want here. If anything could show up. Another Lomomola, no thanks. Okay, and we got one more try here, and once we have either caught this last Pokemon, or once it's another Lomomola, then we will just go ahead and queue up some music and go ahead and speed through this entire water route here until we get to Moss Deep, because I feel like that's probably the easiest option. And then once we get over there, we'll be taking on the gyms, so look forward to that in a few minutes here. If we can get a Pokemon to show up. I mean, I feel like they constantly show up when you're not trying to look for them, and it's a Lomomola again, so we are not catching anything for Route 124, so that's unfortunate. But there are plenty of other water-type Pokemon. I don't know if maybe a Lomomola is the only water-type Pokemon you can find here, or what. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in a second. Actually, let's just cue the music up here. So I will see you guys when we get to Moss Deep. Okay, and we're here already. It's kind of a short water route there. It's not really too bad if you don't go too far out of your way trying to, get all the trainers and such. I mean, I tried to get most of them, but I'm sure I missed some because it is a lot of wide open area there. So, yeah, probably gonna be a quick montage. And at some point, I'm probably gonna go ahead. I don't know if it's really worth it to go ahead and fight all of the trainers. Oh, and I used a repel as well. I don't think we need to renew that. I don't know if it's really worth it to fight all of the trainers on the water routes all over Hoenn. Obviously, I already did all the water routes over by like Slateport and Dewford and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's worth it to do all the ones around here. There might be some items I want to get, especially if there's some Mega Stones that might be something we might be interested in. So anyways, we're heading into the gym here. This is our current team. Some of these Pokemon really need to be leveled up before we fight the gym leader because their levels max out at, I think I set them up to 45, so we want to make sure we're ready for that. I did want to make sure, though, that we didn't bring any of our Pokemon that would be weak to Psychic, which was, like 3 of our usual rotating team members, so I did have to make sure to leave them behind. I just realized that the move Snarl that Cerberus has is actually going to be really useful in this gym because it lowers special attack, and a lot of Psychic types are special attackers, so that'll be very helpful, and especially since Cerberus is really fast, and he should be able to really carry us through this gym if our other Pokemon aren't really, cutting it, but we'll see. We'll see if we can get our newer team members leveled up in time for the gym leader. And I hope you guys are thankful that I'm cutting out all these random battles, because it takes quite a while to scroll through all the experience share gains. And I want to make sure I heal off a little bit of HP there, but yeah, it takes a while to scroll through all those, and I just kind of fast forward through it. But usually I don't like to keep fast forwarded things on camera unless I'm doing it on purpose and playing music over it or something like that. Speaking of cutting out random battles, I'm going to cut into this battle real quick. So we have a Wobbuffet, and Wobbuffet is notoriously difficult to handle because it can throw Counter or Mirror Coat at us, and I don't know which one of those it's going to try and use. And it also has Shadow Tag, which means I can't switch out. I probably should have known that. Let's try and take out the Chimecho first. Yeah, I think that's probably our best option. Let's go for a Rock Smash on the Wobbuffet. just to try and get a defense drop on it so we can hopefully knock it out next turn before it can do much to us. Luckily, it's very slow, and if it does use counter or mirror coat, I think those always go last. So hopefully we don't have too much to worry about. But yeah, it's notorious for revenge killing things. And by the way, you noticed there that Protean just took effect when I got hit by an attack, which is the way that Camouflage, Kecleon's usual ability, is supposed to work. So it's kind of weird that it's happening like that, and I think it's just because the ability doesn't work as it's supposed to. Because I've seen no indication so far that it's actually changing my type when I use an attack. So I feel like possibly it might just not be working in this hack. I'm not sure, it's hard to say. Okay, that was almost a knockout. And we got a special attack drop, which I don't think matters. And then here comes all the experience, and we should outspeed it. And especially with the defense drop, that should be enough to kill it. Perfect. But yeah, I didn't want to show that on camera, just so you guys know that I wasn't going to cheese it. And, you know, like if I don't know, got killed by the Wobbuffet, you know, like run back and heal real quick and say, oh, nothing happened there, you know. Of course I'm not cheating, but mostly just because I wanted to show how to take down a Wobbuffet properly, you know. I mean, mostly, it's partially luck, too, because you hit it with a physical or a special attack, and basically it could either respond with Mirror Coat or counter, and you don't really know which one it's going to use, so you kind of got to be careful there. Okay, I feel like at this point you could either go down this way, but I think there's another little panel you have to hit over here, possibly, before you can move on. No, this is back at the beginning of... Yeah, that's not where we need to go. Okay, I just know at one point there's a panel you need to hit going from a different direction in order to go forward. Ah, and this would be it, because that's in a little corner over there we can't access from here, but we have to hit that button from here, which means we went the right way in the first place, which means now we need to go back this way and maybe run back and heal real quick. What's our health look like? Nah, we're good. We don't need to do that. Alright, and then back up this way, and then there must have been an alternate path we could have taken. Yeah, that's right. We went left over here, so we can go right this time. Or was right the way we went... Was this the way we went before? Yeah, this was the way we went before. Okay, so we went right before. Now we need to go left. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. Okay, and let's get this battle taken care of, and then I'll go ahead and hit the switch again so that we can get past these guys. Okay, before this battle ends, I want to point something out. Look at my battle screen. I'm not sure what happened here. And there's that psychic trainer, and oh, there's that gentleman, seemed to be inside my HP bar, and I think maybe this has to do something with using a certain move. I don't know which move it was that we used that caused that. I know a buddy of mine, Cool Trader Crow, is also doing he actually finished it, a playthrough of this hack as well, and when he used, oh, what Pokemon was it? I think it was Slurpuff. When it used Sweet Kiss, it ended up causing the game to look like that. I'm not sure, I don't remember which move it was that caused that for me, but that was kind of weird. So let's see here, we want to hit this guy over here, and then hit it again, and then hit it one more time, and that'll open up that, and then we can go and battle this trainer real quick, and I guess we're doing a couple single battles. But that is one of the little quirks about doing a hack like this, especially one that adds so much to the standard game, is that it tends to have a couple broken things here and there that you can't really do much about. Okay, and then we gotta do this one again, just to get past this dude, and then over here, and I think we're almost to the gym leader. That'll hop us over here, and there we go, the two gym leaders. I think I mentioned this earlier in this playthrough, but an unfortunate side effect of this hack is the fact that this battle, when I played through it in my test run, is broken in that it'll freeze up the game, and if you don't know how to edit ROMs, then at this point you're stuck, which is kind of unfortunate. I think it's fixed in the newer version of the hack, which is good, but we are playing an older version, so I went ahead and changed it to a single battle, because I noticed that it seemed to... This is the only double battle, is what I'm saying, in the game, and it's the only one that crashed for me. So I just changed it to a single battle. I hope that's okay. I hope you guys don't mind. And considering I set up this team, I should know that they were leading with a Soul Rock. and therefore Cerberus was the worst choice, or not the worst choice, but a very bad choice to send out here. So let's bring in Mira. Take that stone. Oh, don't take that Stone Edge. Okay, that's bad. We can't take another one, and I doubt we're gonna knock this thing out in one turn. Let's see what it does next. Let's go for a recover. I think Stone Edge only has a limited amount of PP. It also only has 80 accuracy. Oh, it's going for Solar Beam. Solrock does not have very good special attack, and it's not stab. So I'm going to call your bluff, if you could call it a bluff. Oh, and I guess we could have knocked out in one hit anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. But I was going to assume that that would not knock me out because it's a non-stab Solar Beam coming from a Solrock, which I don't think has very good special attack. I don't think. I could have been wrong there. I could have been, you know, risking Mira, but I hope I wasn't. But I guess it doesn't really matter. And let's just leave Mira in for the Lunatone as well, because we might as well. I don't think there's any reason to send anybody else out here. But yeah, I probably should have been ready for Rock-type moves, considering by default they have Lunatone and Solrock. But really, nothing on my team right now really wants to take Rock-type moves. So it's a good thing we had Mira to take those guys out quickly. And here comes an Alakazam. Alakazam is probably going to be trouble. Let's bring Cerberus back in. I think that should be good. And if we are faster, which I'm not sure we are, because Alakazam is pretty fast. Although we have EVs behind us, because this is a Pokemon we trained from the very beginning of the game, so we do hopefully have some speed EVs. So we'll see if we're faster. It was faster, but it went for a Calm Mind to boost its special attack and also its pitifully poor defense stats. And hopefully this should do a decent amount. We'll see. We are Mega Evolved, and we did get a Stab Snarl off, and we got that special attack lowered right back down, so that's good. And I guess we're faster this turn. Oh, probably because the speed from the Mega Evolution just took effect this turn. Because this is on Gen 6 mechanics. I believe in Gen 7 that's actually changed so that your Mega Evolution speed takes effect immediately. Alright, some nice experience and levels, and you guys can see why I don't show battles on camera, especially when I have the experience share enabled, because it takes a long time to scroll through all of that. Especially in double battles when there's even more of it. So let's see, Delphox. Let's just bring Mira back in. This is probably going to be a Mira and Cerberus show, unless one of them gets surprisingly knocked out, which I don't really see happening. Can't quite remember. What are the last two Pokemon I put in their team? I can't quite remember. This might be a one-hit. This is a one-hit kill. Awesome. Alright. Last two Pokemon are going to be, once we get through all this experience, oh, that's right, Gothitelle and Reuniclus. Reuniclus? Oh, why do I not know how to not pronounce that Pokemon's name? Alright, so Gothitelle is a Psychic type. Cerberus is probably our best bet. Although we do have a couple of Bug-type moves. Our newly caught Blackout and our Data both have Signal Beam, which are Bug-type moves, which could do pretty well. Although they're non-stab, so I'd rather not rely on them. Okay, nice Snarl. Get that special attack drop. And you've got a Thunderbolt for me. I'm not too worried about Thunderbolt. Yep, not too worried about it, especially with that special attack drop, and especially since it's a non-stab attack. Maybe I didn't buff this gym enough, because I did actually up the levels a little bit as well as change it to a single battle. And I also changed the roster as well. I don't even remember what the original roster was. But yeah, so let's not learn Crunch, because Crunch is a physical type move. And I think Snarl, even though it has lower base power, is actually more powerful, coming off our special attack rather than our physical attack. And here comes the Reuniclus. That guy, the green blobby guy. Here comes the green blobby guy. So let's kill the green blobby guy. yeah, honestly, I'm just going for another Snarl. Get that special attack dropped if it doesn't kill it, and see what it retaliates with. Probably not too much threatening. I don't think it can get stuff like Focus Blast. Energy Ball, okay. I mean, I guess its Psychic type of moves don't even affect me at all, so that might be all it has to hit me with. So, yeah, all in all, not too difficult gym battle. Probably the most worrying part of this gym was that Wobbuffet we saw, but luckily we managed to take that out pretty handily. Partially because we did get a little bit lucky, and partially just because I played it smartly, because me am smart. And what level does Shuppet evolve into Bayonet? Because I'm looking forward to the evolution. I was actually thinking about using him in this battle, but I couldn't get him leveled up enough to actually take part. Because level 35, 36 is obviously not high enough to take on level 45. We would have lost a Pokemon there. And so far, this episode, we have not lost any Pokemon. I feel like we lost a Pokemon every single episode since, like, I don't even know when. Luckily, we've only been losing him 1 or maybe 2 an episode, unlike the Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke, where it seemed like my losses all happened at once. I mean, I don't know. I do appreciate that we're not having a cakewalk of a game, because that's never any fun. You don't want to just watch me, you know, play through the entire game like it's not even a Nuzlocke because I'm not losing any Pokemon. That would just be kind of silly. I do like that there's... I don't know if I'd say that it's because of challenge. I mean, some of it's just because I'm being stupid. Some of it is actually legitimately because the game is challenging. I don't know. Anyways, here we see Team Magma, and we're up to about 25 minutes or so. So let's just go ahead and murder Team Magma over at the who's it? This place up here. What is this place called? The Science? No, not the Science Center. The Space Place. Yeah, we're going to the Space Place. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go space. All right. So let's head in here and see what we have to deal with. A couple of Team Magma grunts as per the usual, and it looks like we missed one down there. Okay, and Blackout tried to learn Explosion, and I was like, no thanks. Oh, speak of the devil. Almost literally in a sense, because obviously Bayonet / Shuppet is kind of a devilish ghost type. But yeah, we're getting that evolution going this episode. I feel like it's been a while since we've had an evolution. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I feel like it's actually been a while. Especially since I feel like a couple of our Pokemon that we've had on our team have been of the non-evolving type. Try to learn Shadow Claw. That would be a nice physical ghost move for a nice physical ghost type. Let's give it a Shadow Ball, even though Shadow Ball is more powerful and generally my preferred ghost type move. But Bayonet is much more physically inclined, so let's go for Shadow Claw. And we're definitely going to need to be on the lookout for that Mega Stone. I got to figure out where to find that. And we can get our second Pokemon on our team that we could possibly Mega Evolve, so that'll be nice. By the way, Kecleon's Protean seems to be working properly now. So I think maybe I was just getting mixed up when I saw what I thought was it not working. But yeah, it seems to be working for the most part. It's hard to tell for sure, but it seems to be working. We're going to take these guys on 3-1, except since triple battles are not yet a thing, this is just going to be a series of single battles, I think. Unless these two want to challenge me to double battle? Guess not. Oh, that was a close one. So Mighty Yeti used Swagger and boosted my attack, and I hit myself and almost lost Ziggy there. So let's get out of there. Let's get out of there quickly, and hope this thing doesn't have Pursuit. Yes, it does not. Okay, that's good. And I probably should have healed up after that, but we'll switch out before I let Ziggy get killed. Okay, and now let's go ahead and get that Hyper Potion going and get Ziggy healed off. That was a close one. I gotta remember to edit in the sound effect for that, so I can scare you guys into thinking that Ziggy was about to die. Okay, nobody over here. And do we have one more grunt? Nope, time to take on Maxie and a Team Magma grunt, a random grunt, I think. Wait, no, it's Admin Tabitha, I think, that we're taking on here. So let's get, who should we get out here? I think I'm good with, do we want to leave Ziggy out? Huh. But Ziggy doesn't have much to use against anybody we might come up against. I don't want to use Mirror, though, because Surf is going to hit my ally as well. Let's just go Cerberus. I think Cerberus might be a... yeah, let's go Cerberus. We can always switch out if we don't like what we're doing here. But, so yeah, we're going to talk to Team Steven. We're Team Atyrum and Team Steven, I guess. But, yeah, talk to Steven and get going with the battle against Maxie and his admin over here. But yeah, Steven's quite surprised by Maxie's quite ridiculous scheme to launch rocket fuel into the volcano to make it explode. I mean, yeah, that does sound a little bit silly. And I guess we actually get a chance to change up our team here, because we don't actually get to bring our whole roster. We only get 6 Pokemon total. That's including our teammates' Pokemon. So let's go ahead and bring... I'm going to go back on my word and bring Mira first, and then Cerberus, and then Data. Probably our highest levels, just to be sure, because this is a boss fight. And I'm not quite sure what they'll have here. And there's Steven's Pokemon there. His Metang, Skarmory, and his special sweeping Aggron of Doom. For the uninformed, that joke refers to his Aggron. I don't know if it has those moves in here. I think we might actually be able to check that. But in the Elite Four in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, the default games, his Aggron has mostly special moves. Aggron's not a special attacker. Okay. Oh my word, it's worse here. It's actually worse here. He's got 3 special moves and Protect. So he doesn't even have any physical type moves. Usually he has Earthquake in the Elite Four, but he doesn't have that here. All special moves, and he's got, yeah, look at that special attack stat. Yeah, that's pretty sad. That's a little bit sad. Oh my word. I'm just gonna go for Surf, honestly, just to hit these fire types. But yeah, that's the special sweeping Aggron of Doom, for those of you who are not familiar with it, who have not witnessed the glory of that special sweeping Aggron of Doom. If we do end up fighting Steven at the end of this playthrough, he is not the champion in Elite Four as he is in Ruby and Sapphire. He is actually like an optional boss fight at the end, kind of like Red was in Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. So assuming we get past the Elite Four this time, we might actually take on that fight, and I think he still has the special sweeping Aggron of Doom, unless it got changed. It probably got changed in this hack, because why would you just leave that there? Also, a little glitch I'd like to point out in this game, due to the way that the game mechanics, this double battle mechanics work in this game, you notice that Steven is actually getting experience there. Like, his Pokemon actually get experience too. Later on, when you have, like, later on in the series, when you do double battles, when you do team-ups with other trainers, all the experience ends up going to you instead, because obviously that experience going to Steven is wasted because he's an AI trainer, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, just a silly little glitch that I guess they overlooked when they made Pokemon Emerald. I think this is the only time you do a team-up double battle in this game, so... Oh, whoa! Where were you going, Mighty? I don't think I've seen it go that low for a Swagger. Alright, not too worried about that on Mira, because Mira's attack is not usually pretty high. So let's try and go for another Thunderbolt, see if we can take out that Crobat. Otherwise, we should still be okay. Yep, there we go, perfect. And hopefully Steven takes out the Mightyena. Otherwise, it might throw some Dark-type moves at me if it has any. Although Mightyena's not too strong, so I wouldn't be too worried about that, hopefully. Takedown. Okay, so it doesn't have any Dark-type moves, I guess. That is good news for me. Okay, Reflect, I'll take that. That's a very nice thing to have. Actually kind of surprised that Steven's Metang is still alive. Alright, I am going to heal just in case. Just to be safe, I think that'd be a good idea. Oh, and here we see a Mega Evolution for the first time from one of our opponents. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, our first Mega Evolution from our opponents here, which is pretty nice to see, because I think this happens in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as well. And then of course that means that Archie, when we fight him in the Seafloor Cavern, is also going to be Mega Evolving, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Not too worried about Mega Camerupt. It's still going to go down just as easily to a Surf. I don't think its special defense is really boosted that much, if I remember correctly. Although I've never really used a Mega Camerupt. It's just not really a Pokemon I've ever really been interested in using. Oh, that's right, we're still confused. Crap. Luckily we hit through the confusion. And quadruple effective Surf, even though it's split damage between the Camerupt and the Mightyena, is still enough to take out the Camerupt, and still enough to take out Steven's stupid Metag too, but that doesn't really matter. And also to... Whoa! That was a crit, I guess. I didn't think it'd be enough to take out the Mightyena, but I guess it was. I mean, especially with that crit there. Okay, and then Zap Cannon, I am going to pass on that. That is a 50 accuracy attack, and I don't like those odds much. Alright, get through all this experience. Yeah, we have to deal with all of Steven's experience too, and that just causes some, you know, this to take a while. Yeah, and I think the experience share is splitting experience to his Pokemon as well as mine too, so that's a thing. And why are you Flare Blitzing me? Why don't you Flare Blitz that Skarmory? You do get super effective damage on it. You're not going to do very much because Skarmory is quite the physical wall. And also we still have a Reflect up, but you think you'd go for the super effective damage. And I guess we were due to hit ourselves at some point. But if it's just going to go for Flare Blitz, really, Skarmory? Protect? Can't you, like, hit it or something? Belly Drum. That's a problem. Luckily, we snapped out of confusion. Because Belly Drum makes Darmanitan's attack stat even higher than it is already. And it would probably one-hit kill a lot of things. Luckily, it isn't too fast. But yeah, that could have been dangerous if we had hit ourselves. And we would have to decide between, like, trying to switch into somebody, or trying to hit through confusion again, healing off that confusion, and anything could possibly end in just getting hit with a one-hit kill attack. Although we still had the Reflect up, so that could have saved us there, but yeah, that would have been unfortunate. So yeah, Maxie is pretty upset because he failed to control Groudon, who, by the way, where is Groudon? I think I mentioned that last episode. What the heck is Groudon doing right now? Like, okay, and then, like, this little side thing that Team Magma's trying to do, I don't know, it seems a little silly. But anyways, Maxie seems to give up, and he's going to go investigate what Archie is up to. And we're going to go visit Steven in a minute here. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll end the episode off, because I think we've done a couple of things this episode. We crossed the sea, we fought a gym, and we took on Team Magma for the last time. So that's quite the list of accomplishments for this episode. And then as for what Steven has for us, I believe it's the HM for Dive, which we will be able to use to access the deep sea floor cavern, which is where Team Aqua has gone with the submarine that they stole from Slateport, and we will pursue them there, take them out, and Kyogre will be awakened, Kyogre and Groudon will fight. Yeah, so we're getting closer to the end of the game. We're 7 badges in, and we got one more to go after we resolve the whole Groudon Kyogre fiasco. And yeah, so that's going to end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed. We actually did manage to make it through an episode without a Pokemon dying, barring the healing machine short-circuiting and killing all my Pokemon and ending the Nuzlocke, which is not a thing that happens, so I guess we're fine. But yeah, so we made it through an episode without losing any Pokemon, and hopefully make it through the next episode without losing any Pokemon either. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.